same thing will still continue. That's what people are saying.
Yes, there has always been part, except especially for a corrupt system like ours. There's no doubt saying that we have corrupt tendencies. Corruption holds sway in this part of the country, which I strongly believe that we must tackle it headlong, collectively as a nation, if we must have a headway. If people will definitely hold, but at the moment, given the several instruments the CBN has put in place, uh, at the moment, trying to make people return what they have with them. Even when you introduce, you can look at the measures there, and I strongly believe that the CBN is not just going to, they said from December 15th they'll begin to release the redesigned currency, in the market. But I strongly believe that CBN also has her own instruments they are going to use. Perhaps they might just limit the amount that individuals can even access from their account. But I strongly believe that they will have such, plan going forward, because if you look at what is going on in our country, I saw the pictures and videos that are going viral, excess of money that has been transported at the moment. People approaching bureau de change operators. Look at what has happened as a result of people are trying to convert their currency, the Naira currency, into dollar. It has caused a momentary spike in the rate of the dollar to the Naira, which is almost at 950 as at this morning. But these are expectations, really, when you carry out a major reform of this nature, because there's definitely going to be panic, economic panic, and at the moment people are rushing the bureau de change operators, especially the parallel market, what we call the black market, and it is. But like we say, these are actually short-term threats. It is expected that any time you put up such, definitely the economy will respond to it. People are rushing them, and now the spike has come in. But definitely, where you will complain about the effect, when in the long term it succeeds. But when in the I strongly believe that the threat is just in the short term, because people are, when definitely there is high demand for something, it affects the price. So that's exactly what is playing out at the moment.
But then, do you think we need this thing? I mean, is this what the country needs at the moment? At the moment.
No, that definitely. A lot of people have challenged the audacity of the CBN and the rationale behind, what the CBN is doing at the moment. But you can't take it away from the CBN. It's one of the monetary instrument, supply instrument that the CBN has by the act, empowering it. I was listening to a legal mind, and he quoted the relevant section 9 of the act that set up the CBN, mandates it to do this, to carry out some of these functions. Currency redesign or introduction has been a recurrent responsibility of the CBN. We have had it severally in our country from the 1950s to the 60s to even to the 70s. And I think the present leadership of Godwin Emefiele is just exploring, that mandate. Some people have questioned the timing. Some people have questioned the necessity. Some people have questioned the rationale behind, given that we have several issues to contend with. Some people have raised the issue of the inflation we are facing, the economic downturn Nigeria is suffering at the moment. That why not focus on beefing the economy? But you can't take it away. Who knows if this is going to some extent, help in one area to even reduce the effect of inflation we are suffering at the moment. We have an inflation that is almost at about 20 point something, a double digit inflation at the moment, and especially we are suffering food inflation at the moment. Cost of goods in the market, especially consumables, have skyrocketed beyond control to some extent. We don't.
Hello? Are you still there? Hello?
Reflection of what the CBN has done can only play out in the reality of the economy going forward. In as much as the new Naira has not been introduced, there's nothing anybody can say. We need to watch this play out from 15 till the deadline, which is about 31st of December or January thereabout. I can't really place it at the moment. Let's see what this can we at least be positive to some extent and look at it at the long run and not focus so much on the short-term effect of the decision of the Central Bank of Nigeria. So is it what we need at the moment? Is something I cannot really say, because CBN is just, deploring their creativity and ingenuity in trying, to focus on how to control, certain economic misfortune. But let's just give them that benefit of that and see if it will have effect on the economy.
Okay. All right. I'll sure get back to you, but then Nigerians wants to say something about the redesigning of the notes. All right. Yeah. Then I will get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for talking to us.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yeah, back to you, Nigerians. What do you think the federal government should do now? Is it, do you also toe the line of the CBN? That would be, I mean, in fact, I think there is an information I got yesterday as regards the redesigning of this Naira. Though it hasn't been verified already, but then I think I would get to verify that information, as quickly as possible, or maybe today or tomorrow, thereabout, and we'll talk about it, okay? But for now, let's hear from you, all right? What do you think it's actually a misplaced priority? According to some quarters, they said it's actually a misplaced priority, and the government shouldn't be doing that right now. That what they should be doing is not, I mean, focus on the economy. I mean, go deep down to the root of of things, not just to come here and redesign the currency so it will change look for a while, but the problem still persists. Let's talk. Lagos, Nigeria. 0700 903 903 903. I'll get back to Sonny Onaji pretty soon, but then let's hear from you. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. But if you want to call, I beg you, move away from your radio set and or just turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Okay? Yeah, let's go then. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from?
Speaking to Namdi, I'm calling from Ajawi.
All right, talk to us.
Yes, I'm just want to talk about this issue of dollar rising up every day. Yes, like some other countries, if I thought government want to stop this issue of dollar rising, my own contribution, what they supposed to do, like if they want to stop this thing if they want to stop it to be rising, like other countries, if you want to make a transfer to other countries, you go to bank and the bank they will give you the rate. So when they give you the rate, you transfer from the bank. But in Nigeria here, our own system here, you will buy from black market and you pay into the bank and transfer. That's the reason of this dollar is going up. You are seeing black market. If we are like now all these traders, all these people that are importing goods, if the bank can give them the rate of the bank, they'll transfer like from Naira, they will pay in to Naira, bank will charge them the dollar here. This thing will not be continued doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my contribution.
It's all right. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, we're streaming live on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, YouTube, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, or just type VOP 90.3 FM, and of course, drop your comments. I always tell you, always learn to drop your comments and your observation, your thoughts, all right, with us. YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM, and hey, you can also watch what's going on just right here in the studio, all right? How we're talking about the new Naira notes. Do you think it will affect the economy positively or negatively? It's a straightforward question. Do you think it's a misplaced priority? Do you think that's what the federal government or the CBN should focus, right now? Or what do you think? What's your general perspective or perception about the new Naira note? 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Oh, we lost that. Please do what to call back, okay? Just in case you don't know, let me reel that out real quick. All right. On Wednesday, October 26, 2022, at a hurriedly organized press conference, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria transmitted the news that new Naira notes will be introduced on December the 15th, 2022, to replace the existing 200 naira note, 500 naira note, and 1,000 naira note. Hold on. I'll talk to you more. Let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon to you. Oh, we lost that. Now, the old notes would remain legal tender currency till the end of January 2023. Yeah. The CBN governor urged citizens to take advantage of the window before the introduction of the new notes. The governor explained that change of currency is recommended within the interval of 5 to 7 years. But the last time Nigeria embarked on this exercise was in 1984, about 20 years ago. And therefore, this exercise is overdue, going by, received wisdom, according to what he said. All right. But then Nigerians have been, talking about this, and we want to hear more, as to what you think the CBN should do right now. The dollar is above 800 naira and counting for me, and counting. For me, it will get to like 1,000 or even 1,005 if nothing is done, if nothing is done about it. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name? Oh, okay. We missed. You can always call back or go to YouTube or any of our social media platforms and just drop your comments, and I'll get to read it in real time. All right. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. I'm also trying to establish a contact between. I'm trying to establish a connection with a lawyer who is going to be talking to us about this. Actually, yeah, a lawyer who is going to be talking to us about what's actually going on. But then you can call, just put a call across 0700 903 903 903. You feel we are okay with our Naira notes, or you feel, well, we need to change it actually? Your opinion is needed. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Dr. Peter.
Welcome.
Yeah. Concerning the program you guys are doing, I appreciate you guys. Come on. Hello.
Go ahead, please.
This country, I don't know what is wrong with the government. How can you want to change the Naira notes when you are going to change the economy? They are moving backward, not forward. Want to change the Naira. What about the economy? What happened to the economy?
Okay.
They should leave the Naira. We are, at least, I know the Naira, the currency is due for change, but not after the currency, after the economy.
Okay, the economy, not the currency.
Yes.
Okay.
The better is change in Naira. The top politician will be, or the top government, the guy is transferring the money to other countries. So what the government are saying, what they are saying, is not as in, not saying the right things.
Okay.
They should fix the economy, not the currency. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Okay. Hey, it's the economy, not the Naira. The problem is with the economy, not the Naira, according to that caller. Well, you might say that's his own opinion, all right? He's talking for himself. But let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear your own opinion. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Now, I told you that I will be talking to a barrister. I've got barrister Jide Ologun just right on the phone, and he's going to be talking to us straight away. Hello, good afternoon to you, sire.
Good afternoon, Jude. Jude.
Yes, good afternoon to you. We're talking about Naira quickly. I also want you to kindly answer some questions here. Barrister Jide, you're close to, the CBN also, you're close to these people at the helm of the affairs. But then we're asking questions. What are the advantages of this new Naira notes to the economy?
You see, basically, as explained by the CBN governor, this is a procedure that should take place from time to time, maybe after 5 years or 8 years or so. And according to him, that has not taken place for a long time, which on its own is a defect, because when you talk about maintenance prevents repairs. Repairs can be costlier than maintenance. And here we are now. If you look at the timing of this intention, many will interpret it as being political. And if you consider the statement of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces himself, you may want to tie yourself to that. Like he said, that the people who have buried money somewhere will not be happy about it. And again, one of the reasons why the central bank may be going out to carry out this exercise is the fact that the banks are strapped of cash now. So there is an intention to mop up excess liquidity in the economy. Forget about the fact that the inflation is 20.5%, that, we are owing so much. Some people have this money that are not even useful for them. For example, look at the kidnappers. For the purpose of not being monitored, and some of them may have a bunker where they keep this money. And don't just assume that the kidnappers are the ones in the wilderness where they take people to. So they are connected to the cities. They are connected to some high and mighty who may be keeping that money somewhere, who they may even be working for. Surprisingly, recently, we saw the video of a soldier who was arrested for delivering ammunition to these criminals. You see, so there are several issues around this intention. Look at a comment. I saw a comment ascribed to a notable non-state actor in this country who said that the effect of this may be that kidnappers will begin to demand ransom in dollars. Can you imagine? And you know that recently one of the negotiators between the kidnappers and the victims' families was apprehended in Egypt and brought back to Nigeria. And it was after that they released the captives with them and stuff. So, we have been battling with sincerity of purpose in the country. And look at what is going on again now. The EFCC is going after bureau de change operators, arresting some of them in Abuja, in Lagos, because we don't even have the foreign exchange. We have not managed our economy effectively. So it may end up being a palliative approach, because let me ask this simple question. Who are the big ones that get dollars from the central bank and come and sell it on Allen Avenue in Lagos?
Okay.
On the high streets in Abuja. And they must be close to the corridor of powers, and these people make stupendous money. And as we speak now, dollar is not less than 800 naira. So if you change $3.5 million to naira, how much would that translate to? And we are now talking about sponsors of Boko Haram. So the economy has not been effectively managed as stipulated under Section 15, Section 16 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, to make it a self-reliant economy, to ensure that wealth is not concentrated in the hands of few. So if you look at the theoretical aspect of it, the federal government may be out to achieve a good result, but can the government be trusted to be acting in the interest of the people? Already, some people have been arrested for questioning by EFCC by moving big money to the banks, because the intention is that at least if you have this money in a water tanker in your house, you must bring them back to the bank. So it's like trying to recapitalize the banks with funds. But how far this will go, I can't really say. And you saw the argument between the Federal Minister of Finance and Budget
of course.
and Planning, and the CBN governor, who was complaining that CBN did not carry her along. So, the intention is unclear. But like I said at the time, if the government has taken a step in a direction, it may be difficult to reverse that. And the big question some are asking, because all of the reasons is that they want to tame ransom taking and counterfeiting. So who says before the government even comes out with their own template of the new notes that some counterfeiters will not have counterfeited their own? You see, so there are other avenues of ensuring that we comply with the provisions of Section 15 and Section 5 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, that stipulates that the state shall abolish corrupt practices and abuse of office. So we are waiting to see whether the government will change her mind.
One of the questions people are asking is that is this actually, the right time? Is this what the country needs at the moment?
Basically, there's no right time and there's no wrong time.
Really?
So,
really?
Yeah, there are always issues. It depends on what side of the divide you are. After all, we heard I heard the news, the vice president telling us that this is the best season for Nigeria, that the mining sector, that they have done so much in the mining sector, this blah 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 and this and this. And the big question you ask is that does that translate to smiles on the faces of Nigeria? So what the government claims to have achieved in the mining sector, has it reduced inflation from 20.5% to 8.9%? Has it brought down the price of petroleum, pump price of PMS per liter? Has it brought down the price of diesel? How has it impacted the people? These are questions, and that's why I'm saying there's no right time, there's no wrong time. When you begin to talk about right time or wrong time, it's when we feel the effect. Look at, for 9 years running, some people stealing our oil, and these activities are still going on. Even when the vessel was apprehended, it was set on fire by the same people that should preserve that evidence, that exhibit, for thorough investigation. So, it's when there is sincerity, you are talking about right time, or that's why I said, if it is a good intention and it is sincerely pursued, then maybe we say it's the right time when we begin to see the results, because the Bible says by their fruits, you know them. Mm-hmm. But if it's just to be used as a political tool, maybe they suspect that some opposition have amassed wealth and they want them to come out and arrest them when they are bringing the money back to the bank, because already there are rules. And again, it's going to be a harvest time for the banks, because I understand that if you are depositing more than 150,000 naira or so, you will have to pay. And it's not just only paying. EFCC officials will be in some banks to monitor those who are bringing heavy amounts of money. Okay. You see, again, we put to question the sincerity of the banks themselves, because there is hardly any crime connected to finance that you may not have officials of some of the banks involved. And these things are documented. So Nigeria needs to be sincere, to adopt the template of good governance, and to go back to honoring the tenets of true democracy. And it's been said, and it remains the position, that democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, not just for a few. The benefits of democracy are not just for a few.
Now, before we talk about the inscription, Barrister, the governor, Emefiele, also said something. He said that the change, or okay, let me put it this way. He explained that the change of currency is recommended within the interval of 5 to 7 years. But the last time that Nigeria embarked on this exercise was in 1984. And therefore, the exercise is overdue, going by, received wisdom. Now, that's not where I'm going to. This is where I'm going to. He gave other reasons for the introduction of the notes as due to the need to correct urgently the existing scenario whereby 85% of the currency in circulation is outside the banking system. Barrister, 85%.
I've said it. You see, when you embark on some policies, they can be counteracted. Let me tell you about Russia. We shout about corruption. Corruption hurts every society. But do you know one of the things Putin did when he assumed office was to tell the corrupt people, I'm not going to jail you, I'm not going to pursue you anywhere, I'm not going to run after you, but bring that wealth back to Russia and invest in Russia. And that is why you can see how solid Russia is. Even with the Russian-Ukraine war going on and the sanctions coming from across the world,
Yeah.
Russia is still standing. But for how long Russia will stand, I cannot answer that question. So they built up local capacity. Are you talking about oil? Nigeria has oil, Russia has oil. Are you talking, just go ahead and mention, are you talking about, armory, weapons, are you talking about health sector? So this question you asked, I have answered it a bit. That people will be compelled, because if you have $1 billion Naira in a sockaway, a dry sockaway in your premises, and you know that after 15th of December or 31st of January, you cannot spend that money. So what do? You bring the money out, it's either you go and buy dollars and keep dollars. And that's why they are going after the bureau de change operators. Or you take them to a regular bank. And my brother, there is no way you drive a trailer of currency to a bank that you do it in secret.
Yeah. Sure.
So it's a mop-up exercise. And that is one of the excuses given. You so persuaded that counterfeiting will not continue. Remember, sir, in this country, that the president was to address the nation. And before that address, the official address leaked to the people. So, there are... If you are not sincere, it does not matter how you approach it. And one deficit in this country right now is sincerity of purpose. I will give you an instance that is related to governance. The Minister of Housing, Works and Housing, he has performed very well, great man. Came out recently to say, because Nigeria does not so much have money, we need to borrow trillions of naira to complete rules and things like that. And the next question you ask yourself is that the same country that's complaining that she is broke, some people are engaging in oil theft, running into billions of dollars. And we have about 40 security agents in this nation, including immigration, customs. Is it a roadside engineer that will construct pipeline in the sea to steal oil for the nation? No. You see, so you have loopholes in your revenue drive. You are losing. Look at Zamfara State. Zamfara State has gold deposit that can earn that state about $2 billion annually. What did we read? We read about foreigners coming with aircraft to smuggle that in, and that is why they will sponsor banditry to cover their atrocities. So if you have a government that cannot deal with this situation, that government will end the failure. I just asked a question. Who are the guys selling dollars, selling pounds on our streets? We have parallel markets. Can you imagine? I was in Canada on vacation with my wife, Ontario, the Niagara waterfalls. And of course, we needed to change our American dollars to Canadian dollars. My brother, we had to go to an official place, collected our passports, profiled us, verified, before they changed it to us.
Wow.
Is that what you have in Nigeria? Some people will wake up. A deposed emir told us that in the backyard of your house, in your garden, you can become a trillionaire. Imagine having access to $4 million from Central Bank at the rate of 440 naira, and you go out there and sell at 800 naira. What else are you looking for? That to go and look for some bandits to sponsor them, to scatter the environment. So how well have we managed the economy of this wonderful country that God has blessed exceedingly? We have the largest deposit of proven gas in Africa. The gas we used to buy for 3,005 naira is about 10,500 naira now. How much is the price of a liter of kerosene? It's about 820 naira. So these are issues. A bag of rice, Christmas has not come. A bag of rice is in the region of 48,000 naira.
Between 48 to 50,000.
And it was about 7,500 in 2015. So we have deep issues, deep already. And I'm not out to scare people, please. I'm just telling those facts that we can verify.
No, barrister. Now, to what I wanted to ask you, I have been able to. I heard from some Nigerians, during discussions and all of that, and they were a particular guy, a friend of mine, was talking about the Arabic inscription, on our Naira notes, So I just want to see. I want to ask you. Do you think it should be changed? What's your own opinion? Because some are saying, hey, we have Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, not just Hausas alone. So we should have, Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo inscription on our Naira notes.
You know why that is an issue? Because we have not synchronized the national ecosystem.
How do you mean?
I'm sure that the dirhams in the UAE must have Arabic inscription. But people do their businesses in an enabling environment there. So you may not even bother yourself about whether it's Arabic or not Arabic. There is also pure language on the note. But when some people, for their selfish reasons, have allowed concentration of wealth in the hands of few, I mentioned it, and I'm appealing to our excellent listeners this afternoon. Please do me a favor. Google, read from section 14 to section 18 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended. You'll be amazed at the provisions there. And the Constitution is not just for lawyers, it's for everybody. That's the grand norm, a document that binds us together on how we relate. So, and if you read section 14, it has our motto that says that the motto of Nigeria shall be unity, faith, peace, and progress. And one of the unifying forces is how the economy is managed to create room for everyone to excel. And so when some people think that the money belongs to them, let me ask you a simple question. When you on the lighter mood now, when you talk about having containers on the high sea, those we are referring to. When you talk about Owambe, those we are referring to. When we are talking about selling hard currency on the road, the people we are talking to.
Sure.
We have listed ethnicity. You hear about United Kingdom, you hear about United States of America. So if you have not united the people by providing equity, by providing prosperity, then we start suspecting what is written on Naira, whether it is Arabic, because there is no justice in our economy, in almost all the sectors of our national life. You see, so those are the issues. By the time we come together, I doubt if it matters to the Rwandans what inscription is on the Naira note. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I doubt if it matters to, in the U.S., you hear in God we trust. So if you remove the inscription today, will it translate beyond just the emotional satisfaction some we have or religious satisfaction? Will it translate to prosperity?
Yeah.
What this country deserves is prosperity. So it's just like when we started debating the review of the Constitution. So what have we benefited? Look at it now. NNPC has been, strategically and overtly rebranded to be handed over to some Nigerians. You will know about that in the future. And recently they changed the logo. As a public relations practitioner, when you talk about corporate identity, but how does that bring down the price of petroleum? How does that revive our refineries? How does that bring accountability to NNPC? I think NNPC was established on April 1, if my memory serves me well, 1977. What has this nation benefited from NNPC? The same NNPC claimed to have spent about 100 billion naira to turn around their refineries. Recently, contaminated fuel was imported into this country. Who was punished for it? And NNPC had the sole responsibility to manage, because at the point in time they sidelined the independent marketers and major marketers and things like that. Now that we have onboarded NNPC, changed the logo and the change. They stopped giving money to borrow the change. So where did those people pay? Go. They have deposited millions of naira with you that you are holding back as my brother. The story long, the story long. I mean, I think we just have. We need to invite a system of government that has a sense of kindness to the people. It's not rocket science.
No.
The moment this nation decides to care for its people, we will see a massive transformation and the removal of greed. Some people are so stupendously rich. They don't know what to do with the money that will cause crisis in the land.
All right, it's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We're streaming live on YouTube. You can go there and drop a comment. VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. And please drop a comment. But then I'm still with Barrister Jide Ologun. Now, sir, some persons are saying, hey, it's because of the 2023 election that there is a plan, an arrangement. You know, that only them know, only these people up there know that, okay, this is the reason why we're doing this at this point in time. Do you too same part, sir?
It's part of it now.
Don't you think it will affect the 2023 election?
How?
Like, it's so close to the election. So close to the election. And you know that when you say election, you talk about money.
You know, politicians, I respect them a lot. And I am of the argument that if the adrenaline that is pumped into electioneering processes are put into solving the problems of this country, we would have solved our problems. You see them, they can go to all villages now. They can go on water, even when they don't know how to swim. They can, they can visit all the ethnic groups. They can wear all the caps of Nigeria. They can make all the policies. You see, so politicians are smart. They will find a way of giving or settling those they think they must settle. I just told you now, it's even cheaper. You know, look at the last primaries that was held in Nigeria. There were allegations that dollars were flying there. You know, so it's and that's why, like I mentioned, that the government is also going after borrow the change. You know, my brother, if we don't know the impact of what we are talking about, let me just give you a pictorial view.
Okay.
If I change $3,000, all right, at 800 naira, that is 2.4 million naira. And I can put $3,000 in my jacket pocket and walk out of the bank. But can I put 2.4 million naira, even when it's in 1,000 naira bills, in my jacket pocket and walk into it? So we have issues. So they will know what to do. And that's why, let me tell you, government is sincere. They can mop up the excess equity in town. But go and Google. You have found bank officials alleged to be involved in scams. You have found EFCC officials. You have found immigration officials. So this corruption is everywhere. So when you say that somebody is arrested with 850 million naira, you read about it in 1 week. The second week, you hear nothing about it again. You know, maybe snake has swallowed the money where it kept and things like that.
Okay.
So these are issues. We need to reinstate sincerity as the core hub of driving our governance system. And let me tell you, everyone will benefit. I have noticed something in this country. Even the rich men are under pressure. And it should not be so. Look at how prime ministers are just stepping aside in the UK. You know, I just asked myself, how much did they spend in elections in the UK? How much? A woman got there and said, I'm sorry, I thought it's going to be an easy job. It cannot be for me. The shortest serving prime minister. She left. You know why? She is not going to miss anything for not being a prime minister. Barack Obama, you know, I was in Washington, D.C., beautiful environment, and you see the governance structure there, it will amaze you. I was in the White House, you know, the surroundings there, we went there, so I came in front of it to even do a one-man protest asking for good governance in Nigeria. Nobody will disturb you if you don't disturb them. My brother, Barack Obama, was president of America 2 times. Barack Obama does not own a property in Washington, D.C. He cannot afford it. Some congressmen sleep in their offices in Washington, D.C. So yes, I read of a senator in America leaving office as senator to go back to his state to take up a less political office so that she could be closer to her people to help them.
Okay.
I mean, so you just sit back and wonder, and you ask a question: what exactly is wrong with us in Africa? What exactly is wrong with us? You see, here people just want to die and kill to remain in that office, and that is why they will be under pressure. If you don't create a living environment, you'll be afraid to leave office to come and join the people. But when you create an enabling environment, look at David Cameron. David Cameron was against Brexit. And Brexit prevailed. He did not even use his influence to manipulate it. But the man resigned from office. Okay, if my position cannot fly, what am I doing in office? He resigned. Prime Minister, I'm not talking of a commissioner. I'm not talking of a mayor, a councillor. Prime Minister resigning from office. So this kettle is full of hot water, my brother, and I don't know how we're going to approach it.
But thank you so much. But before I let you go, earlier I spoke with a former commissioner of police in your state, and we were talking about the condition of the Long Bridge. All right, the Long Bridge, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and he was saying that that the federal government doesn't really have the enough resources, to take care of that project head on. That they lack the finance, the enough money to handle that project. Barrister Jide Ologun, what's your opinion? Is that true?
He has said it. Who am I to argue with that? I'm sure he has access to some special information I don't. But let me say this straight away. If Nigeria claims to lack money to complete a vital project, the Lagos Ibadan Expressway is one of the highest patronized roads in Nigeria.
Exactly.
That links the nation, all the parts of the nation, even with the West African corridor. And now let me ask a simple question. With my simple arithmetic, I said it, and please go and Google it. The total indebtedness of Nigeria as at March 2015 was in the threshold of 12.12 trillion naira. The total indebtedness of Nigeria now is around 42.5 trillion naira. I mean, I stand to be corrected. What have we done with that money? The Abacha loot, we have recovered Abacha loot about 3 times. What have we done with it? The Sukuk fund, Sukuk bond or whatever, what have we done with it? Now, Chief Lai Mohammed, whom I respect so much, told us that the money that Nigeria has invested in massive infrastructure. Okay, I need a lecturer to point those massive infrastructures. I know this government is trying, they are trying. I appreciate what the government did between the Apapa port with Dangote on some concessions at Oroshoki. By working on that road, turning it to concrete, we appreciate the railway lines and the one to Nigeria Republic also, Ikakwe and all those. But look at what happened to the railway line between Abuja and Kaduna. The operations have been suspended. At what cost? So when you don't monitor your revenue, if you are a nation that God has given the largest deposit of proven gas in Africa, you have oil in abundance, you have coal, you have... If I recently, Chief Obasanjo went to Ikiti, and he said he got there, it was Sunshine State, has the second largest deposit of bitumen in the whole world. If you travel in that region, particularly if you are going to Okakoko, the capital of the world, that's my hometown, you see mountains, okay, Judy,
Mm.
that you can blast to construct roads. We won't finish blasting them until Jesus comes back. This is so. What a country are we? What a country! So those oil thieves. Do you know how much? Do you know that vessel that was arrested? Do you know the millions of barrels of crude oil that vessel was taken away? And you can imagine. I don't want to frighten you with the evaluation in dollars of what we lose on a weekly basis.
Or
as a
even
nation.
on daily basis.
I don't want to use daily basis, my brother. This is so, and that is. I think this is far away from wisdom. And let's come back to this Naira redesigning.
Yes.
The last time, reportedly, I heard you say that it was done was in 1984. Do you know what led to that? That was when our present president and commander-in-chief, Muhammadu Buhari, was the military administrator. I think he took over from Shagari on the 31st of December, 1983, the Second Republic. And that was when he changed the currency. And go and read it. There was a crisis then in the nation, raising questions of sincerity. About 53 suitcases were brought into Nigeria in the midst of that currency transformation. And they were cleared at the international airport. Alhaji Atiku, the present presidential candidate of PDP, was the controller in charge at the airport there. And those things were cleared because an emir was involved and some details of the head of state also. So where will the sincerity come? And let me also push us back to 1977, when our present president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces was the minister of petroleum resources, and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, as general, there was the military head of state. $2.8 billion disappeared from the NMPC account in a True Midland Bank in the UK, and it was when the title was set off, the outcome was that no money disappeared. It was in the midst of that Buhari took over government from Shagari on the 31st of December, 1982. If Abi, 1970. Anyway, Second Republic.
Yeah, the Second Republic.
So, in
Second Republic.
1983. Yes, it was in 1983. So we've gone through the wood, and what do I say? We have gone too far
Thank you.
into the wood. But Nigerian case is not hopeless. I can let you know that.
Thank you.
We may appear helpless now, but we are not hopeless. But like I said, by the time we have sincerity of purpose, you will see prosperity flow on the streets of this nation. Nigeria is a great bride. The investors around the world are just waiting to see us begin to do the right things, creating the right environment, and then, the trajectory will begin to turn. And on this note, permit me to bring the precedent in Africa that's a beautiful one to refer to, which is Rwanda. Rwanda was in a very serious crisis, but a leader arose who said, how dare I allow my people to continue in this foolishness? And he started the reorientation, he started the transformation, and today Rwanda is one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. One of the things he did was to abolish ethnic mentality and to put in place a system that attracts foreign direct investment. So Nigeria has all the resources, potentially. All we need is that great governance system.
Thank you so very much.
I pray that the mercy of God will uphold us. And I want to appeal to everyone, please don't be weighed down by the crisis in this nation. Calm down. Look up to God. He will help us too. Thank you.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
Nigeria.
I appreciate you, Barrister Jide Ologun. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yeah, let's come back to the studio line right now. It has been buzzing. Time to talk to you, okay? Apologies. Let's talk now. 0700 903 903 903. That's it. That's the number to call. 0700 to be part of the conversation. 0700 903 903 903, or go to YouTube and drop a comment. It's VOP 90.3 FM. Okay, VOP 90.3 FM. Just drop your comment there and I'll read it. Okay. Okay. For now, 0700 903 903 903. We're talking about the Naira. The Naira. Why is the CBN changing the Naira now that is very, very close to the general election? Let's hear what you have to say. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Oh, please, I beg you, call me back, all right? Just call me back. Call me back. Why? Why now that the national, 2023 is just by the changing Naira notes? Is that what we need now? Is that what we actually need right now? What are the advantages of this new Naira notes to our economy? Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, VOP.
90.3 FM. Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Paul. I'm calling from Gwagada side of Lagos.
Welcome.
Yeah, on what you're saying, I don't think, if you ask me, that this is the right time to change Naira notes, because I'm not an economist, but I was, of course, I was told that it's within the guidelines of CBN to change the Naira once in a while. But that is much more than what we need right now. We should concentrate on how to lift the Naira instead of changing it, because changing it, painting it does not make it, more valuable than it is. And I believe if anybody that is a business person can see that since that announcement came, Naira has further depreciated. So I just want this government to do something that they will be remembered for. Look at the policies that we elevate the value of Naira, and then implement it instead of all this. We have the worst central bank governor, ever in Nigeria. I don't know what that guy is thinking, but sincerely speaking, I don't think that guy means so well for Nigeria, because he just always, there is always policy somersault. There is always, let us try and error. Is that what he came to do? Is he not an expert? Why is Naira falling on daily basis, almost reaching 1,000 Naira benchmark? I just changed dollar for 816 Naira. Okay, so that is nonsense. That is not what we need now. What we need is that as a monetary policy in engine room of Nigeria, what policy can you put in place that will salvage Naira? By painting an old house doesn't make it a new house, and that is not what we need now.
Okay.
And please, voice of the people, I don't know who to contact, because I actually want to pay for some airtime to sensitize people as much as I can this coming election. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I see a lot of people are very, very backward in terms of information. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really need a contact person that I would have my team that will be going around sensitizing people.
Can you just go to Facebook or Instagram and drop a message for me?
All right, sir. I'll do that.
Ikami Jude,
all right?
Right? IKAMIJUDEH. Ikami Jude. Yeah, just go there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
Yeah. All right, 0700 903 903 903. All right, that's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Don't forget that all of this started happening on the 26th day of October. That was last month, right? 2022. On Wednesday, 26th October. Good afternoon to you. Oh, we lost that call. On Wednesday, 26th October 2022, in a hurry, or at a hurriedly organized press conference, all of this happened. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name and where you're calling from? Please you might just call me back, okay? I told you move away from your radio set and before you call, all right? Sorry about that, but just call 0700 903 903 903 or go and drop a comment for me either on YouTube or WhatsApp, okay? And I'll read it out quickly. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
Sorry, I've been trying to call this one. This is my first time. So,
Okay.
hello, I will call you back.
0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
I'm calling from Mohammed, calling from Osaka.
All right.
Just about this Naira issue. Other lawyers said that money will be 83% of the Naira being used outside the bank. So, people should know that this money, those politicians have stored this money that they use to some election. So, what the government is trying to do, they will not sit and use this money in the election.
Okay.
And what you said is make a point that there is no way somebody will use Twitter to carry Naira to the bank to go and change it. Impossible. So I see there's a point in that taking of this money. Yeah, that's what I see.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some call it misplaced priority, and some says, hey, policy somersaults everywhere and every time. A whole lot of Nigerians blaming the Central Bank of Nigeria right now. But my own concern is this. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
How's your day?
POP, talk to us.
Oh, thank you. This is the best station I've ever connected to.
Thank you.
My best station.
You can say that again.
Oh, I can say it more than 100 times. I haven't known that there is such a station like this. But thank God I've got to this station.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, your two guest speakers that you brought to this studio, that the best of the economic in Nigeria, they know what is happening. They know what is happening in this country. And when we're going to get it right, it's when we elect a good leader. That's when we got it right. If not so, we continue to suggest, to analyze the kingdom come. So thank you and God bless you. Keep on your work.
Thank you so much.
Keep on your good work and God will bless you.
Thank
in
you.
Jesus' name.
Amen. On YouTube, he's having a different opinion. And he's saying something different actually. I don't know. But then we'll get to Hello, good afternoon to you. Okay. You might want to call back. Yeah, you can if you still want to call back. Then I think Sonny Onaji is here. You recall he is still with us. Yeah, he's in Abuja currently as we speak. And I would also want to ask him this particular question as regards the Arabic inscription on the Naira notes. Do you think it should be changed, Sonny Onaji? Talk to us.
Yes, you see, somehow there has been explanation for why Arabic was scripted on our currency. I believe, I think it was overboard. It was taken overboard at some point. The meaning is called Ajami. Ajami is an Arabic word for non-Arab or foreigners, and it is usually used, to refer to non-patient patients. I mean to patients, non-Arab or foreigners. Whoever did that, I don't know the reason for that. We are quite a plural society. We are a diverse society in terms of religion and culture and all of that. And we have a way of interpreting whatever does not go in line with our belief system, like our religion. A Christian could actually frown at it. I have heard people say, oh, we can as well have John 3:16 on the currency. Okay. Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, those are not the issues for us to bother ourselves with at the moment. I think the issues we should focus on: how can the naira be strong? How do we increase the purchasing power of the naira? How do we get our people out of poverty? How can the naira purchase or do more for us? How to strengthen our economy? I think for us to begin to take the path of having a conversation whether the Arabic restriction should be removed or not is certainly a misplaced conversation as far as I'm concerned. In as much as it sets people against one another. Some people have gone to court to actually challenge the audacity, the rationale behind, having Arabic inscription on our currency. But for me, as a person, I don't think that's the issue I am focused on at the moment. My focus should be how do we increase the strength of the naira? How do we look inward to produce some more, reduce reliance on foreign products, where the naira can begin to work for us internally, where whatever we earn can be a disposable income at the moment. I think that's what I'm focused on, not about removing, the Arabic inscription on the naira or not.
Okay. But then, I also asked. I said, this is quite close to, the general election. There's a sudden change of the redesigning rather, of the naira is too sudden, and people are saying, hey, it's too close to the general election. Is there anything on the ground that we don't know? Is anything going on? People are asking
definitely. When things happen like this, people ascribe different motives to it. I was just listening to the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, where he said the decision to resign the naira is far from economic gimmicks to correct the ills of the economy, that it is political. Some people have also expressed them opinions saying maybe it is meant to curb vote for cash tendencies in our electoral process. But again, if that's the motive of the government, the government in power wouldn't have done that, because any attempt to redesign the naira to curb the effect of vote buying or vote trading will actually affect the government in power more. Okay? Yes, because they are in control of all of those things. But some people have said, that they could explore the backdoor, access to the vault and have some cash for themselves. But again, that's actually permutation. These are just what we call, roadside conversation. These are just speculations. Really, the CBN has come out to issue a statement on why they are doing what they are doing. Whichever opinion that is expressed is actually, any other suggestion is actually an opinion. The factual reasons or the rationale behind the redesign of the naira has been clearly, unambiguously, and unequivocally stated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So if I will go by any statement, it should be the statement issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Any other one is just an opinion, speculation, computation, calculation, or whatever it is you think anybody is thinking about. I think that's the position the Central Bank has given.
Thank you so much. I can let you go now. I appreciate you talking to us this afternoon. Thank you so much, Naji. Let me let you go. Thank you. All right. Back to the phone lines now. 0700 903 903 903. Several questions begging for possible answers this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Please call back. Yeah. Let's see if we can read some messages that we have right now. But before that, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. We can hear you. What's your name? Victor.
Hello.
Talk to us. We can hear you. Good afternoon.
Okay. Issue on ground. I don't deal with all these things. Let's just consider this thing far beyond only economic reason. Economic wise, I can see that it's not helping. The currency changing it will not help economic wise. For security and political wise, I think there are certain ways this thing will be of help nation at large. So Nigeria presently, we know our basic problem is a wrong leader. We don't have the right leadership in Nigeria. So we are having the 2023 election is fast approaching. Possibly, I just have that.
Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes. Go ahead, please. 0700 903 903 is the number to call to be part of the conversation this beautiful afternoon. Before we wrap things up, let's just see if we can take maybe a few more calls before we run. All right. Hello, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Sunday is my name.
All right, welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the governor gave other reasons for the introduction of the notes as due to the need to correct urgently the existing scenario whereby 85% of the currency in circulation is outside the banking system. For me, I don't see the possibility of that. My own opinion, okay? Just my opinion. He said 85% of the currency in circulation is outside the banking system. 85 is not just a small amount at all. 85. And some are saying all of these has a political undertone, but then we'll get to find out. Let's see if we can take maybe one or two more calls before we roll this afternoon. Maybe one or two calls. Let's see if we can take one or two calls before we go. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Let me just take this comment by Femi Bash. He's saying anyone voting for APC or PDP in these presidential election needs to check da in the hospital. Okay, okay, Peter, I'll be all the way. It's okay. Thank you very much. Hello. Okay, I think we should start winding up now. Let's wind up now and talk about. Hey, I think it's time to open your eyes to something. Yeah, my next guest will talk to you about a certain business just in a few minutes. Yeah, just a certain business that you really need to look into. Do you have some cash somewhere and you're looking at, moving into a particular business or starting the business, and you're just thinking, hey, which business, which one? My next guest will talk to you about that. His name is Dr. Andrew Jumbo. He'll be with us today and, of course, on Tuesday also. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. This is Matters, and I'll be right back.